Friends, how are you? Welcome back to the channel's next film. For nearly 3 weeks, Shiba Inu's pricing has been stagnant, which is both unpleasant and boring. But at last, it appears to be forced to emerge. It's likely that many people concur that SHIB's actions during the last 3 weeks have been a little, well, bothersome. I understand that it's a significant issue, but eventually you just want to relocate or travel somewhere. That feels like it's finally approaching, and I want to explain why the next 4 days will be so crucial, as well as what you should be aware of. So let's get started on the video now so we don't waste any more time. If you would want to exchange some SHIB for Bitcoin, Solana, SWI, Pepe, or any of several other cryptocurrencies, click the BTCC link below. Although they allow you to trade with up to 500x leverage, I don't believe you should use that much. However, you will receive a 10% bonus on your first $500 or $100,000 payment if you sign up via my link below. Accordingly, if you provide $3,000 to allow you to exchange, they will immediately offer you $300. Thanks to you, that $300 turns into $900. You own the entire profit you just made. It is yours to spend, withdraw, reinvest, or do as you like. There are no conditions attached. It's absurd that while a market is growing, it's like getting free money to make money. I trade on BTCC almost half the time, and this is one of the best offers I've ever seen on the channel. If that interests you, check it out below. Let me briefly review the essential information regarding SHIB. Why are we here? Where are we? And why is SHIB doing nothing? As everyone is aware, we have been monitoring the breaks of two large structures, the inverted head and shoulders and the downward channel we were in. The beginning of November saw the emergence of both of these structures. Because of these two breakouts, SHIB has a breakout goal up towards this 3847 level, which is why I told you all that this moment would be crucial. We'll make it up there though. However, now that it has overcome all of this opposition, it is attempting to use that opposition as support. Solana is one thing that most resembles it. Now that Solana has cleared, where are we? We are now at the stage when Solana managed to penetrate this big barrier. Then, before trying this action, it repeatedly established support. I believe SHIB will do it. Our only objective has been to monitor its performance in maintaining support here. Some short-term preparations have been in place. Let's examine our charts for the last 4 hours. We've got small positive pennants, like this one, for instance. We broke to the top there, but we're still going strong. We left this one and constructed a larger structure, correct? Although we have been monitoring it, it appears that we will eventually take that more significant step. We will briefly discuss why I believe that to be the case and what I hope to discover today. Now that you have some background information, let's discuss the next steps. If you're new to cryptocurrency and this material is perplexing to you, or if you're an experienced trader who wants to improve your technical analysis skills, I want to remind you that I want you to watch the entire video. I will briefly discuss our Discord server at the conclusion of the movie. I'll discuss everything in it, including the items I purchase and sell, my opinions and analysis, our expert traders, the basic and premium classes, the mini videos, and the incredible community. Don't leave until almost the conclusion of the video so you can hear what I have to say. Another option is to go straight to the end and then return here. Let's start by discussing SHIB. Why, first of all, did I include the phrase 4 days in the title? I believe that's what you're all wondering. Why was 4 days mentioned in the title? As we can see, the price of SHIB is in what many refer to as a macro bullish pennant. On the daily or weekly levels, a macro bullish pennant is now formed. There is a lot of stuff in this building. I'll illustrate it this way. Come on, it's obvious that this is the upper side. The resistance's top and bottom sides are available for you to see. Their length and size are comparable. You'll call that a positive pennant. These bullish pennants can occasionally be seen They have an extremely high probability of disintegrating, which is why they are known as bullish pennants. It's not a given, but the chances are 70%, 65%, or 70%. Compared to the second option, this bad guy will break to the upside more frequently. Let's just accept that, more frequently than the alternative. Why I mentioned that there are 4 days left may be a mystery to you. As you can see, this bullish pennant crosses and remains in place until December 12th. Given that December 12th is still 2 weeks away, it's probable that the ship's pricing will remain the same until then. It's incredibly aggravating that we feel like you've been here for 5 weeks. However, 2 weeks may pass. However, based on my observations, credence in the research we conducted during the bear market, since we spent a significant amount of that time preparing for the bull market, I've discovered that bullish pennants typically emerge near the 70% level. By measuring the distance between the genuine apex, where the two lines cross, and the first point of resistance you set up to create the bullish pennant, you can determine where 70% of that time is. You should try to break out at that point. You should be aware that it takes 30 days to get from point A to point B, or, the top to the bottom in this situation. All right, it takes 30 days to get from point A to point B. Assume that, 30 days are required. We get roughly 21 days if we take 70% of that. This leads us to this point, when the price of SHIB should attempt to break out around the 21-day mark. Instead, allow me to draw this line up and down for you. This indicates that Shiba Inu should begin to feel pressure from the resistance and support at this time. Day 17 indicates that we will reach that 70% mark on Tuesday, December 3rd, and the price of Shiba Inus will attempt to recover in any case. Which way does it go from here? It's impossible to know for sure. Again, there's a good chance that we'll witness an upward rise. That is what I will say. Few of these have been forming descending channels after breaking to the downside and then using those channels to break to the upside. Recently, we witnessed this with Pepe and Cardano on the micros. We have to continue to consider that we could, the process would take longer if we broke out of this structure to construct a larger one. However, since we're constructing a base, it's not a negative thing. We are transforming assistance into disobedience. With more individuals on board, we can push this even further. We all want it to move now, though, I believe. All we want is for things to begin. Nevertheless, if we fail, it won't be the end of the world. As with Sui, I believe we would construct a structure that collapses and finally disintegrates. I believe we witnessed that with Pepe and Sui. If it does occur, it's all right. I kind of hope it doesn't happen, to be honest. We'll just observe then. Because of this, I believe you should draw the red line on your chart at or around December 3rd. Thank you. And if we haven't already, I want you to set an alert so you can click it and remember that the breakout is on December 3rd. The closer it gets, the closer it gets. I'll keep you informed about any developments as we approach this breakout over the course of the following few days. When a breakout is imminent, you can sort of know. You may occasionally think, oh, we're about to break out pretty soon. Pepe is the reason I feel that way at the moment. Pepe may, indeed. It's amusing that I mentioned that, since Pepe is giving us all the indications that a breakout might be imminent. Well, not exactly. I will provide you with additional updates as we approach the release date for SHIB. How